Hey, what a great opportunity it is for us to get together on the edge of greatness. What a great title for a summit. Appreciate being asked to be part of this great summit. Thank you for joining this session, for choosing to watch this session. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jamy Bechler. I am a former college basketball coach for about 20 years, high school athletic director for a couple of years. Now we have our own leadership consulting business. We mainly work with educational leaders, sports teams, and we help them to be better leaders, more positive leaders, better teammates, have stronger cultures, maximize their success essentially. And so we're going to talk for the next few minutes about maybe some ways to maximize success in the area of people, relationships. Oftentimes, you've probably heard the saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think that's really, really important. We can't help others reach their potential, maximize their success, uh, be the best versions of themselves if we're not inspiring them. And, let's go way back, second grade, way, 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 way back in the day. Mrs. Johnson. Now, she was trying to teach us reading like a lot of second grade teachers do. And to motivate us, she had this prize box. And if we read so many pages in a book, we got to go to this prize box and pick out some stuff. And that's when I first discovered baseball cards, sports cards. And so I would read a lot so that I could get sports cards. So I could put my hand in this box and get prizes, which for me were baseball cards, football cards. Well, motivated me to read a little bit more. Well, fast forward all the way to third grade, and I'm in third grade, and I discover this football card of this guy named Chester Marcole. And Chester Marcole, what stood out for me, he was an all-pro kicker for the Green Bay Packers. But what was really cool was on the back of that football card, it said that he had went to Hillsdale College, and that was the local college where I was at. So I was really excited. I took this to my teacher and said, "Hey, this pro kicker, this pro football player went to Hillsdale College, our local college." And she said, "Hey, can I take this home, show it to my husband?" Yeah, just don't break it. You know how a third grader would be. Well, I forgot about it. And a couple months later, all of a sudden I'm in class and I hear this knock on the door, and in walks this guy, and he pulls out this card. It's my card, and he signs it in front of me, to Jamie Chester Marcole. Well, evidently my third grade teacher had actually dated Chester Marcole in college, and so she knew him and contacted him. I don't remember a thing I learned in third grade. Don't remember anything. Obviously, I learned something because I got past the fourth grade. I got promoted to fourth grade. I don't remember any of the knowledge that was taught to me, but I remember how that third grade teacher made me feel, how she made me feel special. She made me feel valued. And that made me like her a lot more because she did something for me that she didn't need to do. I think that's important because people are going to forget what you know or what they learn, but they're not always going to forget the way that you made them feel. And so when you're trying to work with a young person, you're trying to work with a coworker, you're a boss, you're a supervisor, you're a manager, trying to get somebody, an employee or somebody on your team to achieve more or to do something that you want them to do. I think it's very important that you inspire them. It's very important that they feel like they're important to you, the value. I once heard it said by John Maxwell, the great leadership guy, that success is being the best that you're capable of being. Significance is helping others be the best that they're capable of being. And so, yeah, we want to be successful, but are we being significant? Are we making an impact on people so that we can help other people be the best versions of themselves? I think to high school, I was a captain, I was a point guard, I was a starter on my high school team. We were really good. I would go on to be a coach. So I was maybe a little bit smarter than some other kids might be at my age because I might be a future coach. But I can only remember one play that we ever ran called Roper, but it was an out of bounds play. Only one play can I remember from my high school career, even though I would go on to be a coach. But I can remember countless times when my coach, Bill Dunn, would say something to me, would inspire me, would catch me being good, would have an encouraging word. I remember the day I'm shooting free throws off to the side of the basket, off to the side of the court at a basket, and he comes over to me, and that's the first time that anyone had ever really said that they thought that I could be a college basketball player, and he kind of encouraged me. I remember that. I don't remember any plays, even though we were really good. It's not about the X's and O's. It's not about the things we learn. It's not about the things we teach people. It's about the people. It's about the interactions. It's about, are we breathing a little bit of life into people? I think back to seventh grade. Seventh grade, I had a friend named Bill, and Bill and I were friends. We did a lot together, but Bill made poor choices. Bill was not a good student. Bill got in trouble a lot. Well, we had this class assignment, a partner assignment. And so we did this work, and Bill actually did a great job. We put this project together. We thought, man, this is an A for sure. And we turn it in. And when we got the grades back, I got an A and Bill got an F. And I'll never forget the teacher saying, Bill, I don't believe you did this work. I believe that you used Jamy, and Jamy did all the work on this. And that's why you're getting an F, because I don't believe you did this good of work. Well, fast forward 5 years, he continues to make poor choices after poor choice after poor choice, and eventually he kills a couple people and goes away to prison for life. Now, that's an extreme, extreme example, and I have no crystal ball. I don't know what would have happened if he had gotten an A that day, but here's what I do know. There was one point in Bill's life. There was one point for sure, 100%, that an authority figure, that somebody with a position of leadership, someone with status, had a chance to catch Bill being good and failed, did not catch Bill being good. Maybe that was all Bill needed to get him through that day and give him maybe some encouragement that, you know what? I can do this. Hey, I got rewarded for my hard work. I don't know what would happen, but maybe, just maybe, that teacher giving Bill the A that he deserved, catching Bill being good, would have gotten him to the next day. And then maybe there's someone else that catches him being good. And the next day, someone else catches him being good. And before you know it, it becomes a habit. And people are getting the most out of Bill. And Bill's becoming the best version of himself because he's motivated. He's inspired. He believes in himself. People have found value in him. How many times, especially as a coach, did I not pass someone on the back or not have an encouraging word? Because you know what? You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do X, Y, or Z. I'm not going to pat you on the back for doing that. No, but an inspired athlete will do more and more and more. And so we need to find ways to inspire our athletes, inspire the students, inspire our teammates, inspire the people around us, whether it's family members, people at work. How can we inspire them? It's so important to do that. Some of you have probably watched the old movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And in it, Ferris Bueller and all the class is sitting in, I forget if it's math or science, and they're sitting in that classroom, and the teacher's just boring them to death. Bueller, 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 anyone. I know that's an older movie, but some of you have probably watched that. It's not that teacher didn't know what he was talking about. It's just he didn't inspire. How many of us know exactly what we're talking about? We're an expert at whatever it is, but we don't bring people along with us. We don't inspire people to be the best that they can be. We don't inspire people to be better. We don't develop other leaders. We don't develop people that'll go out and make a difference, because maybe we're smart. Maybe we know the stuff, but we don't inspire other people to be their best and know the stuff as well. And so when we're thinking about success, when we're talking about maximizing potential, when we're talking about, how can we have the best culture, the best team, the best family structure? How can I get my employees to do what they're supposed to do? Well, I think we're looking at it the wrong way sometimes. How can we inspire people to be the best? How can we maximize their potential? It's not about me. It's about them. And how can I help them to achieve their goals, their dreams, how can I help them achieve more? And I think that's so important. And so as you start thinking about how you can be more successful, or how people around you can be more successful, oftentimes it's, hey, what kind of significance can you have? Yes, you want to be successful. Yes, you want to maximize your potential. Yes, you want to do the best you're capable of doing, but can you help others be the best that they're capable of being as well. We need people on our teams. We need people in our family structures. We need people in our businesses. We need people in our friend groups, in our neighborhoods. We need people to believe in us, but that's not often going to happen if we're not believing in others as well. Don't wait for people to be self-motivated. Don't say, "Oh, they'll come around or they'll just listen to me or they'll follow me or I'm smart so they're going to do what I tell them to do." Don't wait for that and don't expect that. Go out and inspire. Go out and find out, understand people, find out what their hopes and dreams is, their fears are. Find those things out and then figure out a way, you know what? How can I inspire them to be their best? So significance is helping others be the best that they're capable of being, but it's all about relationships. It's all about people. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this episode. Hope you get one or two nuggets out of this, but hope you get one or two nuggets out of everybody's talk during the Edge of Greatness Summit. So thanks so much. And keep finding ways to inspire and to make people better. That's what leaders do. Leaders are about making situations and people better. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.